I have the single duty, Your Honor, of highlighting some of the submissions or authorities that will rely on in opposition to the application that has been made by the applicant. Your Honor, the application before court is an invitation for the Honorable Court to limit the respondent's right under Article 29. In itself, Your Honor, it's not a novel application. It's not unique in any manner. We've been down that road before, and there is a preponderance of authorities on how the court should deal with cases such as the one we find ourselves with this morning. Your Honor, I will invite the Honorable Court first to take a read at the Michael Rotich decision versus the Republic of the year 2016 EKLR, decided by my Lord Justice Luka Kimaru, now elevated to the Court of Appeal. And Your Honor, the substance of that decision is that the applicant has a duty to the court to present a holding charge in an application such as the one that we have before the court. Your Honor, we have been served with the application. We do not have a holding charge to suggest why in the first place the respondent continues to be detained. Secondly, Your Honor, in the application that I have also shared with the court, in the case of Sudi Oscar Kipchumba versus the Republic, suing through the National Cohesion Integration Commission, the year 2020 can be found in the EKLR. My Lord, Professor Joel Ngugi, also had the opportunity of leading us or guiding us on what we should be doing. And my Lord, Your Honor, if you turn to the authority that I have shared, particularly, Your Honor, on paragraph 24, page 5 of 8, the court noted a two-tier approach, two guiding principles that the court should look at in an application such as the one that we have before the court. Your Honor, must be persuaded from where you sit that the application is actually being made in good faith. So that it is important for the court to consider the supporting affidavit being made by the arresting officer in this case. Your Honor, when an investigating officer has already formed the opinion that the respondent is a perpetual, habitual offender, that in itself does not tell of the good faith that they have made the application before court. It is telling of investigations that are already preconceived and a conclusion that is already predetermined. So even for that ground alone, the application before court does not stand or cannot stand, and I invite the Honorable Court to dismiss it. On the last ground, Your Honor, cognizant that the court has a lot to do today. When the court is approached with an application such as this, the court must return back to Article 24 of the Constitution on the limitation of rights, because essentially that is what they are inviting you to do, to limit his right. Is that Your Honor must ask yourself, are there less restrictive measures available for the court to provide so that we balance the scales of justice? So that his rights, the respondent's right, to be presumed innocent and to be granted bail under Article 49 are protected, Your Honor. Your Honor, I suggest to the Honorable Court, respectfully, Your Honor, I apologize for the interruption. Your Honor, when it comes to an issue of the respondent submitting his telephone or his mobile phone, Your Honor, he can do so under the instructions of the court. If that is the only ground upon which they should continue detaining him. Further, Your Honor, it will be a travesty to justice if we are to detain the respondent only on the ground that there are other people who it is alleged they are working with who have not been arrested. The state has its responsibility. This court, and I mentioned the Waluke case, Your Honor, in particular, noted even the status of the accused, the convict then. This one is just but a suspect. He holds a very high office in the leadership of this country as a member of county assembly. It is unfathomable, Your Honor, that he will run from the wheels of justice, Your Honor. I thank the court. I invite the court with humility, Your Honor, to disregard, dismiss, and disallow the application. And Your Honor, with your permission, I yield the floor to my seniors, Mr. Dunstan and Mr. Nyaberi. Thank you.